5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Now, your source for local news. This is News Central on Fox 24.
Q.
Good evening and thanks for watching News Central at 10
CGN
on Fox
crawling,
24.
stand by
I'm
3.
And I'm Portia Lane.
Turner,
Our top
take.
story at 10, election
CGN.
officials
Sound
all
up at
across
Thunder 2.
Macon are gearing up for voters to come out and cast their ballots.
Sound
and
up
the
at Thunder 2
Democratic
going to the
primary
package
elections
at 5.
tomorrow. News Central's Felicia Combs has more.
Hit it. Fade it up. Sound up at 5. And bring it down. Fade up on package.
Lusora Brown has been a
First
poll
CG is
manager
at
for
5
several
seconds.
years now.
CGN.
She came to the Macon-Bibb Board of Elections to pick up the materials she'll need
CG
for the
out.
voting at her precinct
Next CG
tomorrow.
is at 20 seconds.
For Lusora, it's
Total length
important
distance
that
of man
everyone
31.
gets
We're going to
out
have
and
a standard
votes.
out, then we're going to be tagging on 3
think
and staying
everyone
on
should
3.
vote to
CGN.
have their express their feeling toward who they want to be
CG out.
their representative.
Elaine
Next CG
Carr
is
the
Elaine Carr
supervisor
at
of
41.
elections for Macon-Bibb County. According to Carr, more than 4,900 people took part in early voting this year. That's up from 3,100 4 years ago.
So that means
CGN.
people
This
are either,
outfit before.
one, we're going to have a bigger turnout tomorrow.
CG out.
Two,
That's the last
they're getting more
CG.
and more used to coming into
Let's
the
see,
office
3.
and voting as opposed to
Let
going
me get
to the
video
voting
level up a little bit on
location.
3.
And Barr says she's expecting about
Yes,
a
sir, Yes, sir,
43% voter turnout for tomorrow, but hopes that even more people will come out and vote. Lines to vote
30
could be
seconds
long
remaining.
in the morning, but Carr says the process shouldn't take longer than 10
Hey, you
to
got that
15
lower third
minutes
News
if you
Central
come
CG?
out later in the day
I
and
got
know
the
who you're
full screen,
voting
and then the
for.
next one is a lower third.
Know who you want to vote for when
Alright.
you get there. The ballot's very short. It's going to take a very short amount of time to vote.
If you're not already registered to
I've seen
vote, you
both
won't
on
be
there
able to
back
vote
to her.
in this election, but you can register today and be able to
5
vote in the
seconds. Stand by.
elections in
Stand it out.
November.
Coming at
In
3.
Macon, I'm Felicia Combs for News Central.
Take. Cure.
And polling
Stand by,
precincts
CG.
will be up from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. If
Change
you
it.
don't know your precinct,
Stand by to come back to
find
3.
the link to the poll location
I'll
on
change
our
it.
website, newscentralga.com.
Take. Cure.
And be sure to tune in to
CGN. Stand by full,
newscentralga.com
lower
tomorrow
third.
night for
Change
live election results every half hour.
Stand by to go to
Charles
1 over the
Healy,
shoulder.
KP, will provide up-to-the-minute coverage of Macon's mayoral election, the council races, and special elections for House and Senate seats.
Take. Q.
And speaking of that
CGN.
election,
We
several
got a VO
political
and 6
candidates were
next.
shocked tonight after an anonymously distributed flyer attacked several mayoral and city council candidates.
On 6.
Today, chairman of Unity
CGN.
and Community
Got a
Out
sight in
called
7
a
next.
press
Sound up at
conference
7.
denouncing the
One
flyers
net.
by the so-called
CG out.
underground press in East Macon this weekend. The flyers attacked 9 candidates
Sound
running
up
for
at 7.
various seats in office and stated these candidates don't represent you and don't get tricked again.
Take.
Who will stand up?
CGN. Out
It's
Q
time
is
to
here from
bridge that
everyone.
true racial gap.
CG
And
out.
we're offended
10
as
seconds
Unity
remaining. We got a
community
VO
because we
continues,
spent
and then we're
so
coming
much
back to 1
time
over the shoulder.
trying to put on forums and
5
events that will
seconds.
bring people together and allow folks to hear from everyone.
Q.
Meanwhile, 12 other
Stand by to come back
candidates
to
were
1.
endorsed in the flyer. Tillman also says it's time to look beyond racial and economic differences, especially when the election comes to an end.
Take. Q.
Also in city politics, a
BOA.
resolution concerning the Macon-Bibb Animal Shelter is tabled today. The resolution presented during the
CGN.
Appropriations
We got a
Committee
sight in 5
would have
next.
recommended that a new shelter building or
CG out.
renovations to the current
Sound up at
animal
5.
shelter be included as one of the city's SPLOST projects. The committee tabled the action not because they're against those improvements, but because they say there will soon be a joint work session with the county to discuss SPLOST projects, and the committee felt it better to discuss the project there.
Sound up at 5.
We want
Take.
to
On
just
5.
wait and
CGN.
make sure that
Wood
we work
passes
as
the
a
out cue.
committee of the whole
CG out.
to set the priorities and make
VO
sure
continues, and then
that
we're
we
coming to 3
present
over the
to
shoulder.
people a SPLOST that indeed would pass.
Q.
A major part of the new
Stand by 3.
SPLOST is expected to be recreation.
Q.
And in Warner Robins,
Stand by
City
VO
Council
and
passes
6.
a few resolutions and ordinances. The main topics discussed,
Take.
the anti-nepotism
CGN.
ordinance, Sunday alcohol sales, and the annexation ordinance. The
CG
latter
out.
two
We got a
did
sight in
pass.
7 next.
Locals present at the meeting shared why they're concerned with the annexation process.
It's
Take.
not so much that I don't want the
CGN.
annex, it's about the way they've done the annexation.
CG out.
I've got paperwork
Do
here
it
that
legal
shows
is the
us
out
way
cue.
you're supposed to do things. And
VO continues, then we're coming to 2-2 next. One, you can make your move. Three, you can make your move.
We didn't follow the proper procedures in accordance with state laws. And that's all I wanted them to do, was to do it right and do it legal.
Q.
Since the annexation was not
Stand by
waived,
2-2.
Warner Robins City Council will have to read that ordinance again in 2 weeks.
Take. Let's
And
see
stepping
one.
away from our top
Video level up
stories,
a little
it's
bit on
time
one.
to get a first look at our forecast.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Cox. Jeff, for
Take.
mid-July, the weekend was pretty
Stand by
nice.
3.
It was. Some areas didn't get out of the 80s, and along with lower humidity, it felt pretty nice. But I think things getting ready to change, so go ahead and brace yourselves for this forecast. We'll
Take.
start you out
Let's
with
see,
the
Max.
forecast
Fade up.
highs for tomorrow.
Well, you
yes,
can go back to
the
one over
upper
shoulder.
90s back on the map, including a
Let's see, one real
99
quick.
for Milledgeville. The humidity will also be increasing, and by week's end, it will again feel like 105 to 110 degrees, so you've got time to prepare yourself. Now tonight, it's not too bad out there, mostly clear skies. The only
All right, well,
showers
you're
we can
good.
find are just
Let's see,
under the
3.
banner in Jasper
Coming to
and
3, then
Putnam
we're going to
counties,
one
and
over
they
shoulder.
could sink on south, so I'll be tracking those over the next little bit. Your full
Fade it up.
forecast,
Let's
including
see,
an
one.
update on Tropical Storm
One, you
Brett,
good?
just minutes away.
Take. Q.
Hey, Chef, we'll see you
CGN. Stand by
soon.
VO and
Macon
8.
police officers are investigating a case after a police officer shoots and kills a pit bull.
Take.
Macon police spokesperson
CGN.
Jamie Goday tells News Central the dog attacked a man at the intersection of Clinton Road and Sherling
CG
Drive
out.
Monday evening. The
Stand
pit
by to
bull
come back
then
to 3 over
charged the
shoulder. 3, you
officer, and
good?
the officer shot and killed that dog. Goday tells News Central the same dog attacked another person last week.
Take. Q.
And the motion of
Stand by
conflict
VO
hearing
and
for
5.
whether or not the Bibb County DA's office can prosecute Stephen McDaniel on burglary charges has been scheduled.
Take.
That was the word from District Attorney Greg
CGN.
Winters early this afternoon. Winters says the hearing will be in front of Judge Tripp Self in
CG
Bibb
out.
County Superior Court
We're going to web
Friday
poll
at
next.
9:30 a.m.
Portia
This
reading.
after McDaniel's defense attorney Floyd Buford filed a motion of conflict last week to let the court decide whether the Bibb DA's office should be disqualified from prosecuting
still.
McDaniel since he interned for their office.
Fade it up. Keep it reading.
And that brings us to the results of our 5:30
Coming to one
poll
over the
question.
shoulder next.
We asked, is it a conflict of interest for the district attorney's office to prosecute Stephen McDaniel since he's their former intern? 57%
Stand by
of
one.
you say yes, while 43% of you say no.
Take. Q.
And although McDaniel's a person
Somebody
of
take
interest
CG
in
out.
the
We got a
Giddings
bump at Thunder
case,
2
we want
next.
to
CG
remind
out.
you he is
Sign
in
up at Thunder
custody
2,
for
then we're going to
burglary
package in
charges.
6.
And in today's Inside the Law report, we're going to take a look at McDaniel's change of prosecution request.
Hit it. Take. Sign up at 6. Fade up on 6.
In what can now probably
Total
be
length, this is a
considered
minute
one of
32
the most
CGN.
talked about burglary charges in Macon history, Stephen McDaniel, who is also a person of interest in the Lauren Giddings homicide investigation, is still behind bars, almost 3 weeks later.
Nothing is
CG out.
common about what's going on about that. It's very uncommon to be
CGN.
held in jail without bond on such charges as what
CG
he's
out.
currently charged
That's the last
with, and
CG.
to be,
We have a minute remaining in
have
this. We're going to be coming to 3 over the shoulder next.
extent
Let's see.
News
3.
Central's legal advisor Kathy MacArthur
shots,
says
good.
the holdup, McDaniel's attorney's change of prosecution request.
because of the fact that he had interned in the district attorney's office, to have his attorney make the contention that that the district attorney's office should be precluded from, or they should recuse themselves from prosecuting him. That's not normal either.
But what's the difference in recusing the DA's office from prosecution and an actual change of venue?
You would want to change a venue if it was a particularly notorious crime where it's been in the news and it's where the
15
attorney for the
seconds remaining.
defendant contends that there is no way that you can get a jury that can be fair in these circumstances because you can't find a
Very
jury
rarely
that
granted is the
already have
IQ.
preconceived
5
ideas
seconds,
because
stand
there's so
by.
much media attention.
MacArthur says a change of venue is very rarely granted.
Take. Q.
And
Stand
Macon
by,
Police
VO
now
7.
have some extra help reporting more traffic stops and high-speed chases.
Take.
The department is
17.
installing
CGN.
approximately
We got a side
20
8
new
next. Sign up
in-car
in 8.
cameras in their newest patrol cars.
CG out.
They say this is the next
Sign up
phase
in
in
8.
equipping their patrol vehicles and police officers with the latest technology.
Take.
Well,
On
the
8.
camera system
CGN.
keeps down
With
a
the
lot of
audio is
complaints
the
that
out
come
cue.
in, saying,
CG
"Officer
out.
did
10
this,
seconds
officer did
remaining.
that." Well,
We got VO
the
continues,
video
and then we're
camera
coming to
acts kind of
2-2
like a
next
silent
for
partner.
teases
It
with
doesn't say
music.
anything,
Gas
but
guys
it
ready
sees
and
on
mics?
and
All right.
records all, not only with the video, but also with the audio.
Q.
Captain
Stand by
Walker says a
tutu,
lot of
stand
the
by
time
music.
the video recorded from those dash cams can play an important role in a court case.
Take, cue,
And
music
coming
in.
up
Stand
later
by
tonight on
graphic.
the Fox Files, tonight's topic is Heartland Hospice.
The phone number is
Fade it up. Stand by VO and 5.
4787-415-5510, and we'll start taking your calls at 10:30.
Fade it up.
Plus, the
Stand by
Sierra
to wipe
Club
the
shows
6.
a special film tonight to promote clean energy.
And wipe it.
we'll introduce you to the latest food craze
Take
that
the crawl out.
could
Stand by
soon
to take
be
the CG
rolling
out. Stand by
to make it.
next.
Those stories and more with News Central on
Bad
Fox
and black.
24 continues.
And CG out on the guide. Music 4 for 5, 4,